here we go. Remember, I told you I was going to make a necklace to match these beautiful earrings we did the other day in the holiday earring series. There were two videos that we did, and I made these earrings, and I decided I was going to do a necklace that matched it. So here we go. Okay, so this is what you're going to need. Ah, I went ahead and laid the pattern out just for quickness of the video. But you will need, obviously, a beautiful clasp of some kind. You will need crimps and crimp covers if that's the way you want to finish off your necklace. You'll need a couple of finishing beads. You will need a 6 millimeter bead caps and 4 millimeter bead caps. Then you're going to need this right here is a 6 millimeter faceted Czechoslovakian crystal. And this is a 6 millimeter faceted Czechoslovakian crystal. And you'll need both of those. And let's see here. Oh, and this is the canine crystal, or another name is the Chinese crystal. Canine is how they use it in the industry. It is used to make chandeliers with. And the difference between, well, there are many differences, but the difference between this particular crystal and Swarovski, um, the iron oxide is about 9% in this right here, which makes it clear and bright and tough, and it makes it lightweight. So this is the reason why they use this particular type of crystal in chandeliers and things that have to have large amounts of crystal in it. Um, so the that is one of the differences between it and Swarovski, but this one is man-made. Swarovski is not man-made. It is out of the ground, basically. But the canine crystal, or Chinese crystal, is one of those crystals that is very cost effective, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. It is a beautiful piece of work. So you can Google that and find all kinds of shapes of this online. I actually bought mine from this place right here called Newtique Beads. I'll put that right there if you can see that. That's where I bought this crystal from at a bead show. So, but I'm sure you can Google it and find it as well. Um, this crystal right here is Czechoslovakian crystal, and I absolutely love it. I use it in a lot of projects because it's not as expensive as Swarovski, but it is a beautiful piece of crystal, and it comes in all kinds of colors. And this one is Siam. It looks garnet to me. They call it Siam. And this one is an Aurora Borealis finish on it. You can see the multicolor in it. So anyway, this is what you're going to be needing for this project. Now, if you don't have the canine crystal, that's okay. You can use anything you want. You can use cut glass, fluted shapes of cut glass. It doesn't matter. You could actually use tube shapes of cut glass or crystal, and it would be just as beautiful. It will have a completely different look, but just as beautiful. Okay, so I showed you where I got this, and then the bead caps and finishing beads and the clasp and all that came from Fire Mountain. The Czechoslovakian crystal I got at Michael's, but you can also find it online. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to do one side of this because this is a no-brainer pattern. This is another one of these quick holiday things that you can do and look like $1,000,000 when you're walking out the door. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be just one side here just to show you the pattern, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to start up here on the top with the red cyan or garnet colored crystal at the top. Um, and I'm going to put a bead on here. And then one of the little tiny 4 millimeter beads and bead caps, and I'm using silver on this because of the color of the canine crystal. And I'm going to um, flank the bottom of each one of the red crystals. I'm not going to do top and bottom. I'm just going to do bottom on that. Okay. Let me get my eyes down here. Maybe I can see a little better. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay. Hope you guys are uh, preparing for your Thanksgiving holidays and your Christmas holidays coming up. I know our kids are out of school here next week for Thanksgiving, and yeah, they are excited. I remember going to school and just being so happy to be out because I was with family and friends, and my mother always cooked this amazing food. It'll be fun. Okay, so I've got the top 4 beads on here, and then what we're going to do with these, because they're cone shaped, instead of putting an itty bitty tiny bead in between some of this, we're going to fake it and make it look like there's a tiny bead. Okay. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to take another one of the little 4 millimeter bead caps, and I am going to reverse it, as you can see right there. You've got them going opposite directions. One flanks the red, and this one's going to flank the top of the canine crystal. So it's going to look like this, which it gives sparkle to both of the beads. It gives a little air or breathing room between both of the beads. And once you get a string of them, it looks like your eye thinks there's a bead there, but there's really not. You can put a bead in between there and it would look absolutely stunning. It would be pretty either way. If you're going to put a bead in between these two, I would suggest an 11.0 seed bead of some kind. Um, Itty bitty. You don't want anything big. Itty bitty, simply because of the design of this. Um, you don't want anything too chunky because you don't want to mess up what you got going here with the crystal. Okay, so we've got that. Then we are going to flank the bottom of the canine crystal with one of the 6 millimeter beads. And then you have your red crystal. Then you're going to put the 4 millimeter on there to flank the red. And then you're going to put a 4 millimeter on there to flank the top of the crystal. It gives you that simulation of something being there that's not. All right, another one of these. You know, I know a lot of times people will go, man, you use bead caps all the time. Yes, I do. And I don't use them in every project, but yes, I do use a lot of bead caps. And I try to use them strategically because they really do bring out texture, they bring out color, and all of that. It just brings all of that out when you can use a bead cap strategically. You can overdo them too, and you can use the wrong type of bead cap. It may be too big or too small or too ornate for whatever you're doing. But overall, if you can strategically use them, it will really enhance what you're doing. Okay, so here's where we are. We're getting ready to start a new thought on the pattern, but there's where the top of it looks like. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. All right, we're getting ready to introduce a new bead right here. Okay, so here's a new pattern being introduced. No brainer. It's just a no brainer, but it is a pattern change. Okay, so we're down here. We're 3 down, and then we introduced the Aurora Borealis 6 millimeter. So I flanked the bottom of the crystal. You can see it there, the bead cap. Then I just added those 2 pieces of crystal, and then I flanked the red like I've been doing all the way up, because the red needs the little push, because the this crystal will be picked up by this crystal, so you won't have any issues with that. But the red needs the little push there to show up, and so that's why we're flanking it. Okay, back to the 4 millimeter canine crystal going on there. Flanking the bottom of that one. Back to the Aurora Borealis, the red. The holes. Sometimes it's hard to find the holes on there. And the little 4 millimeter bead cap. And then another little 4 millimeter bead cap. Gonna flank the crystal, remember? The long piece of crystal. Then a big one. It's got a little edge on it. And you can get bead caps on Amazon for a little or nothing. You know, of course, you can get them in all kinds of metals too, but for a little or nothing and a lot of them. So, you know, be willing to look to see what they've got. All right, the last 2 here. Now we need the little bead cap. And then we're almost to the center. And you need another one going the other way because you're on your last piece of crystal till you get to the middle. All right, and then you're going to flank the bottom of that crystal. And there's what the side looks like, the whole project at this point, minus the middle part of it. Is this not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Everything accents the other. It is stunning. Wow. All right, let's go to the middle. Okay, so we're down to the middle. Now I added the bead cap on the end of this, and then I added my piece of Aurora Borealis crystal, the 6 millimeter. I put a tiny 4 millimeter bead cap right there on that. Then I'm going to do, in keeping with what we did up here, I'm going to add another bead cap going the other direction. And then I'm going to add my red crystal. And then I'm going to flank this side of the crystal. Oops. So it looks like that. The red one is flanked on both sides. This one is only flanked on the one side. So we're going to put another cap right there, 4 millimeter cap right there. Because remember, we're looking at that illusion of an extra bead being in there. Same concept here. All right. And then we're going to add this piece of crystal right there. And then we're getting ready to start this side. So I'm going to add my bead cap that's going to be flanking the bottom of the crystal on this side. And then here we go up this side right here. All right, I'm going to finish this side and then I'll be back. We are at the tail end of this project. I went ahead and put the clasp on this side to expedite our time. But oh my goodness, guys, look how beautiful this is. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm so excited about it. The crystal is so beautiful. This is kind of that smoky silver color, and I just love it. Okay, so we're up here at the top, and all I did here So I went ahead and I flanked one side of my red crystals like I've been doing all along. And remember, check and check often. So I went through and I made sure that, I had the right amount of things in the right places all the way down like this. Don't want you to have to redo anything. So I went ahead and put a bead cap right here to finish off that top, and you can do the 4mm or the 6mm, it doesn't matter. I did the 6mm simply because my finishing bead, silver bead, is a little larger and it has a larger hole. So that helps to balance that out. All right. So I'm shaking it down just a little bit to make sure that I don't have any big gaps in there, but you want it to be able to breathe. All right. Take my crimp, put it on, put my clasp on. Isn't this clasp beautiful? Oh my goodness. And it's not all right, like a real high shine silver on it because your crystal has that smoky look to it. So I decided to go with um, a more low shine clasp. You can do whatever you want to do. You can put a clasp on there of another color if you want to. It's your project. This is just to give you ideas on projects to do. And you can duplicate it if you want to. That's okay. I don't mind that. But my goal is really and truly to get you guys to um, do your own design, own creation of the um, the necklace. So anyway, so you could do anything here that you want to. If you want to use tubular beads here, great. If you want to use these cone shaped beads, great. If you want to use a blue bead here instead of red, it doesn't matter. If you want to use a different size bead there, it doesn't matter. The concept is the what was in the necklace to make it look like it did. And the biggest thing here are these little caps right in here is one of the key things to this necklace that makes it so pretty. It's a small thing, but yet a big thing. Okay, I'm going to put my last little thing on here, my little crimp cover. Ah, don't drop. Okay, and let me slide this on here like so. Remember when you crimp these off to do it very gingerly, not real fast, not real hard, just kind of a smooth and steady closure. Make sure that you don't have everything's closed and flat. In other words, you don't want a rough edge right there. Make sure it's all closed and flat. And there we are. Oh my goodness. I'm going to polish up this clasp here. And I'm going to polish up my crystal. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at how this little puppy shines. And because of the light weight of the canine crystal, it's not heavy at all around your neck. It's just so lightweight. Oh my goodness. Is this not stunning? I'm so excited about it. So there's my little thing. Let me get my earrings. Okay. And then we have these beautiful earrings that go with it. Oh my, oh my. Let me turn it here so the picture will just look all that in a bag of chips. Okay, I'm so excited. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me to know what to do. And yeah, hope you're getting some inspiration. I am enjoying it. Hope you are too. See you later. Bye.